Hello everyone, my name is Joshua Keel. This is my second presentation for ICTN 4040. Today I will be talking about business continuity and the importance of following it. I will also go over various planning procedures that are similar to business continuity and how they interact. So what is business continuity? Business continuity is a loosely defined set of planning, preparatory, and related activities which are intended to ensure that an organization's critical business functions will either continue to operate despite serious incidents or disasters that might otherwise have interrupted them, or will be recovered to an operational state within a reasonably short period. Why is business continuity important? They say a picture is worth 1,000 words. 1 in 4 businesses never reopen their doors after a disaster. Elements of business continuity. There are 3 elements to business continuity: resilience, recovery, and contingency. For resilience, critical business functions and the supporting infrastructure are designed and engineered in a way that they are physically unaffected by most disruptions, for example, through the use of redundancy and spare capacity. Recovery, efforts are made to recover or restore critical and less critical business functions that fail for whatever reason. Contingency, the business establishes a generalized capability and readiness to cope effectively with whatever major incidents and disasters occur, including those that were not and perhaps could not have been foreseen. Contingency preparations make up a last resort response if resilience and recovery arrangements should prove ineffective in practice. Risk management. Risk management is the identification, assessment, and prioritization of risks, followed by a coordinated and economical application of resources to minimize, monitor, and control the probability and/or impact of unfortunate events or to maximize the realization of opportunities. Risks can come from different ways, for example, uncertainty in financial markets, threats from project failures, legal liabilities, credit risk, accidents, natural disasters, as well as deliberate attack from an adversary or events of uncertain or unpredictable root cause. So this is the map of the risk management process. The area in red is called the risk assessment, which I will talk about shortly. Once a risk assessment is done for a particular risk, you can then plan, implement, monitor, and control your business continuity plan. Business impact analysis. So business impact analysis is part of your risk assessment. It predicts the consequences of disruption of a business function or process and gathers information needed to develop recovery strategies. Potential loss scenarios should be identified during a risk assessment. Operations may also be interrupted by the failure of a supplier of goods or services or delayed deliveries. There are many possible scenarios which should be considered when performing a business impact analysis. So this is a list of impacts to consider when performing a business impact analysis. This includes loss of sales, delayed sales or income, increased expenses such as overtime labor, outsourcing, expedited costs, regulatory fines, customer dissatisfaction, or delay of new business plans. IT continuity planning. IT continuity planning is a subset of business continuity planning which focuses on maintaining IT infrastructure in the event of a disaster. The picture says disaster recovery plan, but IT continuity plans and disaster recovery plans are basically the same thing. Stages of IT continuity planning. There are 4 stages to IT continuity planning. They include initial response, relocation, recovery, and restoration. Initial response includes the first processes, notification of a problem, and plan activation. Relocation mainly covers staff relocation schedules, logistics, transportation to an alternate site, and activation of the alternate site, such as IT equipment, telecoms, servers, etc. Recovery includes the damage assessment of affected facilities, initiation and completion of recovery tasks. Restoration requires verifying and confirming affected facilities and infrastructure readiness, staff relocation schedules from the alternate site to the primary site, restoring business files, consolidating and archiving incident documentation, basically returning to business as usual. IT continuity planning trends. There are 4 IT continuity planning trends that are seen in today's business environment. They include virtualization, cloud, mobile devices, and social media. Virtualization will make planning easier by reducing the number of IT assets which need to be maintained, supported, and reviewed. There will be fewer devices to worry about, and downtime can be reduced by switching quickly to virtual machines from live environment. Cloud applications, such as SaaS, can be used by an organization to mitigate and drastically reduce the risk of major or minor disruptions. Mobile devices in the workplace will definitely improve business continuity strategies. It has become easier to communicate during disasters through computer tablets, smartphones, and other devices, which gives more flexibility for workforce recovery options. Social media allows us to use automated communication services. The proliferation of mobile devices and easy internet access enable the use of social technologies such as Twitter, Facebook, and Skype as elements of business continuity and recovery strategies. ISO 22301. ISO, the International Organization of Standardization, is an organization that promotes proprietary, industrial, and commercial standards. ISO 22301 specifies requirements to plan, establish, implement, operate, monitor, review, maintain, and continuously improve a documented managed system to protect against, reduce the likelihood of, prepare for, respond to, and recover from disruptive incidences when they arrive. Roles in business continuity planning. Business continuity planning can be split into 2 types of roles. You have program roles and response and recovery roles. Program roles are for actually creating the business continuity program, and response and recovery roles are the roles that will enforce it. The business continuity committee member ensures the business continuity program aligns to the organization's strategy and includes involvement from all areas of the organization. The program sponsor oversees the day-to-day management of the program and leads the business continuity program. The program manager or coordinator, depending on the business, is responsible for performing day-to-day program activities. The business continuity planner is responsible for using his or her knowledge of the department to develop and maintain the department's response and recovery plan using the tools and templates provided by the program manager or coordinator. For the response and recovery roles, you have the team leader, which leads the response or recovery effort following a disruptive incident and serves as the final decision maker for the response or recovery team. The team coordinator assists the team leader in managing the response or recovery effort, including facilitating communications. And lastly, the team administrator records meeting minutes, sets up meeting locations, and helps administer the team's logistical needs and coordination with others. Disaster recovery. Disaster recovery involves a set of policies and procedures to allow the recovery or continuation of vital technology infrastructure and systems following a natural or human-induced disaster. Disaster recovery focuses on the IT or technology systems supporting critical business functions, as opposed to business continuity, which involves keeping all essential aspects of a business functioning despite significant disruptive events. Disaster recovery is therefore a subset of business continuity. Classification of disasters. Disasters can be classified into 2 broad categories. The first is natural disasters, such as floods, hurricanes, tornadoes, or earthquakes. While preventing a natural disaster is very difficult, risk management measures such as avoiding disaster-prone situations and good planning can help. The second category is man-made disasters, such as hazardous material spills, infrastructure failure, bioterrorism, and disastrous IT bugs or failed change implementations. In these instances, surveillance, testing, and mitigation planning are invaluable. And these are my sources. Thank you for watching.